with our second lesson, which is the global economy. So the objectives for this lesson is after or at the end of this lesson, the students will be able to first define economic globalization. Second is analyze the actors that facilitate economic globalization and articulate a stance on global economic integration. So, excuse me. Um, when we say the global economy, um, this discussion will focus on how countries are economically connected. So, um, along with our discussion, so for the next slides, we will further discuss what is the global economy. So, the global economy uh, encompasses the interconnected economic activities of nations worldwide. So it's a complex system shaped by factors like trade, investment, and financial flows. So when we say global economy, so economy global. So dili lang siya, it not only tackles within the context in the Philippines but globally. So it is a system of interconnected economic activities among nations. So it emphasizes that countries are no longer isolated but linked through trade, investments, and financial flows, making economic events in one country affect others. So, uh, when we talk about global economy, dili na lang ang Philippines alone ang work out to make its economic growth, but interconnected na siya, or the activities are interconnected among nations. So that is why we have our trade of goods and services, and of course the investments. So, global economy is also the worldwide system in which countries are economically connected through trade, investment, labor, finances, and technology. So, it shows how the economic activities of one country can affect other countries. Okay, so examples again. So, balik-balik ang examples class, which is um, others or mostly naingon na nako sa previous lesson. So again, for the global economy, examples is the countries trading goods and services across borders. So we have the importing and exporting of products and also the services. No, just like our OFWs nga Filipinos sila, but then they are rendering their service outside our country. And another is the multinational companies operating in different countries. So OFWs working abroad and sending remittances home. So as they work abroad, of course, they are sending remittances in the Philippines. So kana pong ilahang mga ginapadala na kwarta for their family, nagihapon na siya, nakatax gihapon na siya for asa mapadulong ang tax for the economic growth of the Philippines, of our country. And next is we also have the global supply chains producing goods in multiple countries, online jobs, and digital platforms connecting workers globally. So, advantages of the global economy is more job opportunities, wider market for products, faster economic growth, access to foreign goods, technology, and investments, and Um, so kung may mga advantages, we also have the disadvantages. So what are these disadvantages of the global economy? So we have the unequal benefits between rich and poor countries. So dependence on foreign economies, exploitation of cheap labor, local industries may struggle to compete. So we have the unequal benefits kay if um, those poor countries, they cannot 100% um, what do you call that one, import products, so they can export their products to other countries to invest, pero ang balik sa kanila is dili pud siya ingon ana kadako, especially if they cannot afford um, kanang the demands sa mga investors, no? So napod siya inequality of benefits. So next is, so we have economic globalization. Okay, so what is economic globalization? Expanding interdependence of world economies. Next is, in the Philippines, cross-border trading can be best illustrated by the country's trading partnerships with China, the United States, and Australia. Next is foreign direct investments, the Toyota Motor Philippines Corporation, and the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, which refers to the increasing integration of economies around the world, particularly through the movement of goods, services, and capital across borders. So, um, economic globalization means the growing interdependence of world economies, in which countries rely on each other for goods, services, labor, and capital, which strengthens the global connections but also creates shared risk. So, nga naman siya. Um, Local example by showing, in this slide, you can see the local example by showing how the Philippines engages in cross-border trade. So trading partnerships with China, the United States, and Australia demonstrate how the country participates in global economy through imports and exports. Um, Also, um, the foreign direct investments, where foreign companies invest in businesses within another country. So the example of, for this slide, you can see the example, or you can see the Toyota Motor Philippines Corporation shows how foreign companies contribute to employment, technology transfer, and economic growth in the Philippines. So, di ba, in the Philippines, ang mga Pinoy naga-invest og sa cars. So, mostly mo ni nakita niya is Toyota. Dili siya, or what I mean is that kanang expensive siya nga brand sa car. Another is that in the picture you can also see the Pinoy OFW, no? So ana sila, they are rendering their services outside our country. Next is the role of the IMF, or the International Monetary Fund. So as a global economic institution, the IMF supports countries through financial assistance, policy advice, and economic monitoring, especially during financial crisis. So this IMF class, they are also the ones nga kanang maga-provide or nagapa-loan sa mga countries, especially if they need financial support. So, you can see in this slide, it provides a formal definition of economic globalization. Why? Because the movement of goods and services and capital across borders are emphasized, which leads to deeper economic integration among nations. Okay, so next is dimensions of economy. So asa lang di ay siya taman, its dimension. We have this globalization of trade of goods and services. So the exchange of products between countries. So we have the what do you call this one, the trading system or the barter system. Next is globalization of financial and capital markets. So flow of money and investment. So let's say for example the IMF provide the financial, and of course so unsa man ang buhaton ana, i-invest nato siya, or i-invest na siya sa isa ka country para mo grow ang money. Kay giutang man siya, so meaning na siya interest. And then dapat mabayaran ang interest, mabayaran pud ang capital. So dapat magamit siya og tarong sa investment. Next is the globalization of technology and communication. So the rapid sharing of information and innovation. So as what I've said, um, we can also give or render our services online, especially in online teaching or not in online teaching, kanang mga work from home na mga trabaho, di ba? And especially the use of social media and the widespread of the internet connection. Next is globalization of production. So global supply chains chains ni siya class na CHAINS, where production happens in multiple countries. So mao na ni siya, if we have the trading of goods and services, of course ang production pod sa ato ang mga goods is dapat maayo pod siya so that they can the other countries can recommend man nga o kana ilahang mga goods din ha is very nindot ana, so masaligan na siya. Okay, next is the global corporations. So there are a lot of global corporations, but for this lesson we have four major global corporations. So we have San Miguel Corporation, Jollibee, Uniqlo, and H&M. So um, you can see that these corporations operate in many countries and influence the global economy. So these companies help spread products, services, and business practices across borders. So first, we have the San Miguel Corporation. So a Philippine company with international or operations. So, very famous pod ang San Miguel Corporation sa ilahang mga goods, especially sa imnonon, 'di ba? Sa liquor. And another is the Jollibee. So, a Filipino brand with global presence, famous fast food chain pod siya for the Filipinos, not operating not only in the Philippines but worldwide, no? Globally ga-operate ang Jollibee. So, 'di ba? When we were younger, kanang pagmoadto ta sa syudad, especially malipay baya gid ta kung mosulod ta og Jollibee. That is why kadtong time nga araw ng Mungkayo yata, if I am not mistaken, di ba na ay kadtong Jollibee nga mobile. So di ba ginapilahan jud siya almost every day. So daghan gyud ang naga love sa product nila. Next is the Uniqlo and the H&M, so international clothing brands operating worldwide. So these examples show how corporations contribute to globalization through expansion and international markets. Diba? So kay tungod nga nag-expand sila sa ilahang services, goods and services, not only kung asa originated ang ilahang product, but ni they go outside the border. Kay borderless man, di ba? So, mo na nga na-try pud nato ang ilahang mga products. And because of that, naa na pudayoy kanang mga what do you call that one, kanang murag mga version 2.0 not totally nga gisundog yun ang ilahang product, but murag class A siya, kumbaga kung original sila na ay class A, di ba? Naanapoy ka ng mga sa kung sa Jollibee naanapoy mga gagmay nga mga store nga naga-operate nga ang ilaha pong menu is same pod sa Jollibee. But then the taste of its originality is lahi ra gyud pod siya. Okay? So next is the global economy is constantly changing and adapting, so shaped by political, social, and technological influences. So these are the factors that influences the global economy. So we have the political, the social, and of course the technology. So Global economy is dynamic and constantly evolving. So, di ba, change is constant. So, wala may magperminti. So, kung karon mao ni ang trend, by tomorrow we are not sure kung mao ba gihapon ang trend. But as the days goes by, naadjud siya yung mga bag-o na ma-discover or bag-o na ma-promote na pod nga mga goods and services, no? So, political decisions, social changes, and technological advancements continuously reshape how countries interact economically. So, especially if we talk about in politics. So, kung kana sila nga administration, mauni ang gusto nila nga i-promote, mauni ang gusto nila nga mga goods and services, by the end of their term, by the next administration na pod, so naana po'y mga changes. So that is why it is constantly changing and adapting. Kaya nga naman, wala man po tayo mabuhat. We must adapt. What are the changes? Dili man pwede nga mo kontrata, di ba? So, yes, magyaw-yaw, but then mo follow ra gyapon, mo sunod ra gyapon. Okay. So, that's the end of lesson 2. So, thank you again for listening.